Hello. Hello, hi. It is me, it is I. Small Town Didi or Hari on these every internet sakastrach. I am back. Hello, ya la. Thank you all so much for liking the video, for subscribing, and for letting your people know about me. Okay. I'm on the Tiki Talkie. I'm on TikTok. Never minding my own business. That's not my vibe. I don't do all of that. Definitely in other people's business. And then I see that Andile, Sentle Andile is trending. So that's the girl that does the she when I was first introduced to her, I think that's when she really went viral. She's doing this dance, and they should have like a caption that just highlights how delusional and unhinged women get in relationships. Right? And then she'd have a bottle of wine, and then she'd do this dance move. If I'll like put one of her clips here so that you know who I'm talking about, because maybe you don't know her name. So she's trending because somebody took a picture of her catching a bus. I was like, huh? She got a bus. Okay, she got a bus. So I'm catching a bus. Like I don't drive. I can't drive. I am one of those people in my life are constantly yelling at me, and I'm like, deep down I want to, but like when I've gotten to a car, like my anxiety peaks. I have no idea how people manage to get it right. But I want to. I would love to learn how to drive and stuff. So, but the idea, I said that all that to say, the idea of catching public transport is not like, oh my God, like to me, like I didn't understand what was happening. Just a week or so ago, I think she trended for people talking about how she doesn't have a bum. I'm like, oh, okay, there's clearly an effort to try and humble this girl, because her more viral, more recent content now is sit down content. She'll have like some old school R&B playing in the background, her glass of wine, and then she'll basically just call us out. A lot of it is just calling out some of the behaviors we have when it comes to men. I feel like she's not an extremist, and I'm prepared to be wrong. She's not even sprinkle, you guys. Like, I don't understand. I do understand what the jive is, but like, she's not like so far on this side. It's like, oh, you do nothing for that man does everything for you. Her takes are always very much, you're doing too much and not enough has been done for you. You know, you are, in the wise words of Mrs. Robinson, one Annie from Real House, she's saying have some vibes for yourself. Somebody asked me to come and talk about decentering men from our lens. I think her content is definitely in that same vein of, she's not even saying don't date, but her content is very focused on cheating. And because cheating is not a deal breaker for a lot of women, not for some unknown reason, but from conditioning. Like there's a reason it's not a deal breaker for you. You understand? But we're dishonest about it, or at least we don't want to be dishonest about it. So we want to be quiet about it, which is really the same. You're trying to buy yourself room to not explicitly have to say it's not a deal breaker, because you know you look like an idiot when you say it, but you want to, you know, it's not. Like, you want to participate in the relationship where you're being like cheated on constantly, like you are dealing with a serial cheater. You wanted to stay quiet, like nobody say nothing. And what she does is she forces you to go to a place where you need to think about these things. And what does it really mean when a person cheats on you? What that betrayal really is, how much it really hurts, and what level of like desperation and delusion you must be existing in to justify it and make it work. Promise Makunyanu, who now has a podcast on here, who was doing great numbers on TikTok, my husband this, my husband that. She and Owami don't get along because of all of this is marriage a deal breaker stuff. Owami says she left her husband because of the cheating stuff, but she needed time to gather herself so she can go. So Promise is then saying, but then you didn't leave because he was cheating on you. You left because of other things. And Oami's insisting, no, the cheating is what broke me, but I couldn't in real time just get up and go. I didn't have my things together. I had to like wait a couple of months and like plan an exit strategy and have a clean break and not be like start my new life somewhat grounded. That's her take on it. But the truth of the matter is a lot of women have the same take as Promise, right? Promise, from what I understand, is married to a man who's done well. So cheating for a lot of women in her situation whose husbands have done well is not a deal breaker. The idea that you're going to leave this life and go out there, this is where the conditioning bit begins. It's like, which man is not going to cheat on you? Or men do this and that. Men have a sexual appetite. Oh, he doesn't really love her. It's constant, right? You grow up in homes where your dad constantly cheated on your mom and your mom stayed. It was okay. Like it's not. We are constantly being conditioned and it's constantly being reinforced. So we're primed for it, right? Whereas most men do get cheated on, not at the same degree or the same level, but men leave if other people find out about it. The humiliation is too much for them, right? But lots of men stay because people don't know that they were cheated on. They just lie about it. Like dudes just lie. That's the thing. Like manhood is a lie itself. Like they just lie. They lie to themselves. They lie to each other. So they actually do stay. Like all the men who tell people that no, they stay because they think nobody knows. They think like, oh, it's just us who knows. Okay, nobody wants to throw away their life, or most women rather do not want to disturb their lives over some cheating shit because they feel like it's going to happen with the next guy and the next guy. Somebody was talking about the sunken cost fallacy on here, and I was like, they feel like they've put in too much time already. You've probably built up a life with this person, but you want to be dishonest about that. A lot of you aren't as brave as Promise to say, in as much as like we disagree with her and we think like some of her takes really just encourage women to be abused. Like saying out loud and your man hears you say that, what do you think you're doing? What position do you think you're about to put yourself in if you are out of your mouth saying, I won't leave if my man cheats on you? What do you think you're auditioning for exactly? Do you understand what I'm saying? So your attempt to constantly humble Sentle to get her to keep quiet is not going to work. You just need to come to terms with the fact that these are your values, right? And you need to be okay with them. And if you're finding that you staying with a cheating man is bothering you, you should probably not be there. If you have not made peace with the fact that you're the type of woman who's like, I'm being cheated on, whatever, then you're not, that's why she's triggering to you. My other maid posted her well over a month ago on her WhatsApp. And all like women were commenting, I don't like this girl. Why don't you like her? What does she say to you except for like, stop being delusional and stop being a liar and don't let these men use you? And in a country like ours, with the kinds of numbers we have with sexually transmitted like diseases and infections and stuff, what are you saying when you're saying you're okay with this behavior? Sentle has not said anything to you. I feel like she's not even Mrs. White. Like Sentle has not said anything to you that you know deep down inside, these should be my values, but you don't live it. So you're embarrassed, you're angry. She's reminding you that, hey, actually, I know it's been normalized for you to put up with this. It's actually not normal. And your reaction is to say, I hate that girl. Like people were literally texting my friend, oh, Gabana, when a girl starts posting this girl, just know there's trouble in her relationship. Like, girl, no, she thought the girl was funny because she is funny. Like, literally, we just laughed about it, and she's like, literally, this is the best my relationship has been. Like, I'm having such a good time in my relationship. This was funny. Why is everybody trying to like read too much into me reposting this girl on my WhatsApps? Like, and when she looked, it was all her friends who are in these weird, tumultuous, just like cheating after cheating, babies being made on them. It's those girls. They were the ones who were coming the fuck undone over her just Imagine you're trying to take pictures of somebody who's unaware that you're taking pictures of them, and you're using that oh yeah na sound, oh yeah, that viral sound, acting like you were super excited to see her, but that's not it. You're trying to humble her, then you try to body shame her. Like what? She shouldn't have standards because she doesn't have a bum. What the fuck are you even saying, dog? Like, oh look, she shouldn't get on a bus. The public transport system is functioning the way it's functioning because we're living in a country where people use public transport. It's regulated every day. Trying to shame people for what is essentially you alluding to her being poor or has not made it. From what I understand, this is a young woman in her early 20s. The fact that she's taking a bus doesn't fucking mean anything. She could even be 40. If she hasn't been able to buy a car yet, that what, she can't hold the opinions she holds because she's catching a bus? She can't say a man cheating on you and you staying and trying to make like it's okay as diabolical. She can't say it because she's catching a bus. Her telling you that you agreeing to be the girlfriend to a man with 3 baby mamas who's telling you that, oh, his baby mamas are just crazy. And you think like, oh, they're just so crazy, they don't understand him. You agreeing to be the 6th baby. Her telling you that that shit is wild and fucking like crazy unhinged. She can't say it because she does not have an ass and she's catching the bus. It's bitches with asses driving Mercs who are getting dogged out. What the fuck are you talking? What are you talking about? You need to search thyself. Figure out why Sentle is so triggering to you because it's not what you're saying. What literally the words are, I can write to this girl. I don't why. It's one thing to just say content content makes me think about things I don't really want to think about. But for you, God, y'all are weak. It's weak. Everything is weak. All the boys are like, who hurt you? Why are you shaming somebody over being hurt? Like somebody did something to me that's caused me a lot of hurt. And you are shaming me about my hurt. Or you're trying to, I should be ashamed that somebody hurt me. Who hurt? I must sit in shame of, oh, I've been hurt. Maybe it's quite chaotic to suit on. Sometimes I think that's the problem. Because I don't even track. It does not track. That's all I had to say on Sentle Trending. But it's work on yourselves. If you were living in your truth, this woman would not be triggering to you. That's the point. Anyway, bye, Yella.